Well, good morning, guys. I wanted to bring you today's session real quick. The first couple of minutes of the market open today, I was able to capture a pretty decent move on stock CARS. Going back to the open today, notice something here on the pre-market hours. It was coming up. Posted a picture on the trading group. It's coming right here. I thought it was going to follow through. You'll notice the high here on the pre-market hours, $8.20. Right here started to consolidate right around the opening bell, and he flushed down. One thing that caught my attention, and this being a opening range trade, when this thing started to come down, had a really quick rejection and bounce of the initial move. You can see here the low of this candle, 757, came down, test pretty close to the high of the first opening candle, came down, right up, down, open, dip, but came right back up, then tested this area here. So when I started to notice this pattern rejecting this range right out of the gates, so this is gonna be an opening range breakdown trade. So my initial entry was at the low of this candle, 787 right here. Took a stab at this thing. First 10 minutes of the market open here, this thing was actually pretty decent. You can see this one dipped all the way down to 713 right when they printed this hammer on 1 minute. I was actually waiting for some follow through. I thought that we were gonna have some follow through here with this candle, because I thought we were gonna print a bear flag pattern on the one to follow through. He had a, he had a little bit of a bounce here, but on the way down, I took on this bounce here. I took what I had. And it was actually a pretty decent trade, because from the top here it gave me more than 50-cent move. When it dipped more than 713 right here, it was actually a pretty decent trade that I was actually able to extract here. As you can see, it's actually ramping up here, going right back to take the higher day. The pre-market hours, it's $8.15 and $8.20 right here, retesting this 820. One thing that I want to mention here for you guys to know exactly how to trade this opening ranges, or when you see a range having a retest, I normally tend to wait for the area to come and test again the price to see how it is going to react. For example, you see it here dip, come up 1, 2, 3 candles, and then when it started to break and make a new low here under this candle, then as a confirmation you can take the entry here, with the risk being the high this prior candles right here, 815, and we got also 821, as you notice right here, right, 820. So I was basing my risk to a 15, the higher day here on this consolidation, taking a entry on the 787. I know that it might be a little bit of a big move here to give it as a risk, but again, on the breakdown here, $7.87, we had a nice possibility for 757. That's a 30-cent move here, and I wasn't looking for a 1-1. What I was looking for was a retest of this low here and a breakdown follow through, and that's actually what happened. Again, when this type of things happen, you have a bounce, or if you go along, you have a rejection of a price of a high, come down, find a floor, and comes right back up again to retest the high and follow through to the upside. On this type of moves, you have a low, bounce, rejection of the high, and then retest the prior low and break for a follow through. That's actually what happened here. This was based on the 1 minute time frame. Also, this was the first couple of minutes of the market open, first 10 minutes. Then we had also a GPS move There was Gap, which was printing a nice pennant formation on the 5-minute time frame. The first 20 minutes of the market open. Let me show you that trade here. When it comes to GPS, if you notice right here, we're gonna base this one on the 5-minute time frame. We notice that consolidation here, making a pennant formation right out of the gates. The first 20 minutes of the market, we got 4 candles right here. We can see consolidation, and we can see higher lows in each of the candles, with a low on this 1380 coming here. Look at this nice consolidation pattern that we were having here. I was looking at this trend here for this support, and I was looking for the break under, because the trend lines right here for this 50 simple moving average of 100 here, you can see how it rejected 100 here, started to consolidate around the 50 and the VWAP, and I was looking for the break under the 50 when this thing actually rejected and broke under the 50. You can see it right here, 1383, the 1383 low, 1383, exactly the same spot where the 50 simple moving average was sitting on the 1-minute time frame. And you can see a yellow candle here, which gives us an indication that it actually had a little bit of a gap. If you notice right here, we had a low at 1383. We have an open here at well, it says 1383. Normally it needs to gap down or up to get a yellow candle, but we had a yellow candle here, and the fact that it's yellow indicates that the volume on this particular candle was over the average of the prior 50 days. Okay, so when he started to print this yellow candle, I knew that, oh, the volume is coming in. And then I like to get the low of prior couple of candles, not exactly the one candle prior to that. Sometimes I give it a couple of seconds to give me an indication that this thing is actually going to give me a confirmation. So the low on this one here, 1380, being a round number, being that this one is 83 and this is a 80 number, right? So it's like round number when it comes to pair and impair numbers. That's what I'm trying to say. And right here you can see how it rejected that prior support, 1380, when you have 1380 here, 1380 here, and 1380 here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1380, breaking under the 1380, a little bit of consolidation here, stop for a second, 1368, dropped and followed through here towards the 1351, consolidation again in this area, and then followed through right here at the 1346. That was a key level that was also watching for a possible re-entry a couple of minutes ago. But the problem here with this area, and you can see how we flag here, is that he had that 1346 right here, 1346, right? 1345, 1345, 1346, and right here it dipped 1346. You see how it held right here, this area that it had a couple of 1346, and then it came up, right? So this consolidation was actually pretty slow, and I was looking for the break here, but I wasn't too sure why, because I didn't want to take the rejection on the top, being that it, you know, it was too slow when he started to move. Because if it was really going to move, it would have moved all the way, and I held its 1346 here when it rejected a high on this candle 1360 that you can see right here, a 1359 and another 1361 area, the same spot right here. So it should have rejected the first time around, come down, but here he held. Again, he dipped 1346, couple of candles on 1 minute, back to the prior high, and then down really slow. It didn't really dip right away, so I didn't feel comfortable seeing that the market was a little bit slower now. So this is the reason why I held that order. but originally this trade entry here and also the other one on CARS was actually a pretty good decent trades for me today. And KNDI yesterday was actually a pretty decent mover in the market. The market has been really volatile the last couple of days and last week also, and we've been having great follow-through days for the most part, and a couple of the stocks that have been given a lot of gains. So I wanted to bring you this recap, this video, you guys, let you guys know what I've been doing and what I've been trading and how to choose to have entries in this type of formation. So when you see them printing in front of your eyes, you know how to deal with them. For now, I'll let you guys go. I apologize about the camera being a little dark today. I will see you guys a little bit later. We're gonna keep the conversation rolling on the trading group. Again, it's open and free for everyone, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Happy trading to you all.